Good morning, Ray. Thank you for coming. Please help yourself to breakfast, anonymously sponsored. The Haggadah says, "Keneged Brenner, Dvar Torah." The Torah talks about the four sons. So the Friedrich Lubavitcher Rebbe had a wonderful look at who the four sons are. And he says it's really referring to the American Jewish experience. What does he mean by that? He says when the first generation came to America, they were religious. They came with the shtreimels. They came speaking Yiddish. They Hebrew. They learned. But the next generation, they were embarrassed of the parents. They went to public school. They became assimilated. They didn't want to be part of the old tradition. They felt it was old-fashioned. It wasn't part of the melting pot of America. That was a big term, melting pot. So they're considered the Russia. The first generation was the Chacham. The second generation was Russia. They rebelled against the parents. The next generation is the Tam. The next generation is a Tam. He's confused. He has a grandfather that makes Kiddush on Shabbos, and his father's going to work. He's confused. By the time Tom gets over, he doesn't even know much. It's fading. The memory of his grandfather is fading. The next generation comes. The son doesn't know how to ask questions. He doesn't have any vision of a great-grandfather who did the mitzvahs. His vision of a grandfather is the Russia, one who threw it all away. So he doesn't even know how to ask questions. But there's also a fifth generation hinted in that. And I think that the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, actually the last Lubavitcher Rebbe, Nachman Mendel, said the fifth generation is the one who doesn't even know to show up to the Seder. They don't even know it's Pesach. They have no idea. So the fourth generation didn't have to ask any questions. There's even told about a girl sees the Shabbos candles are being lit. She thinks it's a birthday party. She never saw Shabbos candles being lit. Just so they don't know what's going on. But the fifth generation has no hasaga that's even Pesach. They're the assimilated American Jew that's not even connected at all. So maybe that's why we open the door. Rabbi Shlomo Riskin says maybe the reason why we open the door for Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah the prophet, not just to let him in. He can come in without door. It doesn't need a door to get in. Just also open the door for those assimilated American Jews that they should come back. The prophet Elijah will bring back the fathers to the sons to the fathers. So maybe the blessing of Eliyahu Hanavi will bring those wayward Jewish children back into the Seder table, so we can experience a true Pesach, which is a harbinger for the Messianic age. Have a wonderful day.